On first down, it's Tannehill. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. This would be one heck of a record if he makes this. Supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So this home crowd not too enamored with what they saw right there. They wanted their guys to go for it on 4th and goal. They settled for the field goal try, Charles. Ultimately, they get nothing.
Yeah, it turns out that they were correct. I thought the decision to take the 3 was the right one. But because of the miss, it's real easy to...
Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
Oh, that's all.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's fake.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There are some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Julio.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
Yeah, he would be.
A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
He had a little pressure on him.
To the 24-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Now Stafford. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Stafford. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Tannehill. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
Yo.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill looking to throw. Dancing to his... And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford now to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise.
I thought you put him in the game.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not
I don't know what you did.
Receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
When you do that,
this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
when you pass it like that, it's gonna be like
interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The final shot before the break. Stafford quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we've hit intermission.
I know, right?
This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Yeah. I think it was with the Cleveland, right?
The Rams going to get
yeah, but after the Giants, he went with the Cleveland.
Build on their lead as the second half gets started. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Yeah.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say, roads
I think that's the analog. You gotta hit the analog off.
Come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McNichols. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th. Damn.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Uses the spin. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line.
Cooper is a bad man.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
You got Henry. You got to sub him in the game.
Offense cashes in for 6.
You got to press start and you got to sub him in because you forgot he's hurt.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Yeah, you could sub him in like when you're calling plays too. Tell you like you gotta press R1 and then you gotta go on the running back and then you gotta click on Derrick Henry. Put him first.
15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
I have to. But you got Brown and you got Julio Jones. You just gotta use them good. You gotta press R2, press start. Yeah, press start. Yeah, go to your coaching, go to the depth chart, and then go to your running back and solve him. Put him first. Yep, I'm seeing him right there. Running back is HB. Yeah. He was hurt. I think he had he sprained his ankle or something like that. That's why he's not in the starting lineup.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go McNichols to start the drive. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Yeah, he's there. He's there now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
When you saw him, did you put him first?
They run again with McNichols. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Huh? You sub him already. All you gotta do is
Tannehill. Brown has the first down and much more. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Titans have got it back
you gotta sub him in.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch.
I told you why you got. I don't know, Pop. You probably don't understand how to do it, but I'm telling you, I don't know what else I can say.
And he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
you get push 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Stafford. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down at Stafford. And this will be incomplete.
Whoa.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Stafford. Touchdown! Cam Akers from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You was at the right place at the right time.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
Don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
Go to the end zone, man. Go with Jones. Go deep.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play that time for the Titans. Tannehill. Caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford going to throw it. That's out to the flat for Akers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Stafford here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham from 21 yards away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Gay is on for the point after.
I feel you.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
You're gonna get better, bro.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like
I kick it short so we can try to get a touchdown.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data
You only got
says that
one
when the team's
shot, so you gotta
expecting
go
an
to
onside kick, 80% of the time,
Julio
the team
Jones.
expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
I almost
coaches
had
tell
it.
us, well, when you score on special teams,
That
93%
nigga
of the
almost
time you win
had
the
it.
game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know, right?
That incompletion is not a
Y'all are
surprise
good
with the way
pass.
that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing here, Stafford. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.